Hello and welcome to another episode of Kwesi's Corner with me, Kwesi. Today we're going to be touching on some Tama accessories that we think here you might find useful for your day-to-day and for the long run in terms of cutting down some space or making some space, and you will see a bit more of those up next. Okay, so today we're going to talk about some of the accessories that are available from Tama. I haven't got everything, right, but I've got a good range of little accessories. I like accessories, to be honest. So as you can see, I've tried to Tama this place out as much as possible. I've got a couple of stands here, and I think I'm going to start with actually the remote hi-hats, because the remote hi-hats, it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not in everybody's, vocabulary of things, when it comes to things to do, or, but, it's an interesting thing to have. It's a good alternative. So you can put it on a stand such as this one, and it actually comes with a clamp as well as the arm that protrudes from it, and this hi-hat attachment. Okay, so right here you've got the MXA53 closed hi-hat attachment. You've got the loosener, you've got the tightener. We've got it fairly loose for illustration purposes. It's a standard clamp that's attached to a boom arm that's got this kind of remote hat on it. It's not an arm and a leg, to be honest. If you want to add something without, breaking the bank, I'd personally put it over there. But for space reasons, we've got it right here. Fully adjustable. As you can see, this I can put it towards me, I can push it away, whatever suits your purpose, really. So there's also a more advanced version of this as well, which comes in form of the MXA 73N, which is the closed hi-hat attachment as well, and it comes with a few extra pieces on top. Basically, it's its own hi-hat stand. This is more. It's just more. It's more everything. The arm's slightly different. So whereas this protrudes straight from the pivot arm here, this one actually has a kind of bracket on top of it that fits onto this, and then you can put the arm out of that. So it makes it a bit more adjustable as well. Okay, next up we have a couple of cymbal attachments, right? And you'll see from the close-ups here, I've got this mad contraption. It's actually, it's kind of mad. I did this more for illustration purposes than anything else because, it's a bit mad. But you never know, you might find that useful in your setup. But it's got a long boom on it, and basically what I've done is taken advantage of that by putting both of these clamps on. Now they come in form of both the MC5, which is just a compact clamp by itself, to which I've attached this little thing here, which is a boom arm. So it's an MCB30EN boom arm. They love their codes, innit? And then I've attached the end of that to the end of this boom. So it makes this really cool extra stand without actually having an extra stand. Imagine, I got 4 of those at home, and the amount of space I could have saved. Also to this, I've added a CBA5, right? So basically, a CBA5 is an MC5 with another extra little L on it for a cowbell. It's specifically made for cowbells. This is a serving suggestion, so don't take me seriously here. I've just messed about. But yeah, so it's basically a very interesting add-on. And if you can counterbalance it properly, and you understand how to counterbalance, and again, you want to save floor space without bringing extra stands. Extra stands mean extra weight. Extra weight means, extra strain. And so you don't want that. Why not bring some clamps? Save some space. You got a cowbell right there. You got the other one. 216 crashes, done. I didn't even need another, I could put Tom in here and it'd still be enough space to clear that, you see what I'm saying? So it's another good little invention. And again, these have been here for a while. I had no idea that they did that. I know, call me whatever, under your breath. There you go. Tama, hats off. If I had a hat, it would be off. There you go. Okay, next up we have a really cool little invention. Again, a tiny thing, but boy, it's what it is. We got the Tama CS H5 hat stack attachment. Now, I have taken a personal liking to this one. I'll tell you why, because I like stacks. I like the different sounds that stacks create. And what I found is that, over the years, I've liked to stack stuff, and I've always felt that the hi-hat would be an interesting place to stack stuff. So what I've done actually over the years is put a clamp underneath the hi-hat stand and put an arm coming out of there, so I have basically like a little effect cymbal right next to it, so I can kind of go between the two. You'll see a video, a little clip of me using that that Ryan's taken of a recent gig. Not only can you just attach a splash to that by itself, right? You can also make some stacks, some interesting stacks on top of your hi-hat. So what I've done here is I've used Informal Phosphorus, I've used the 8-inch New Orleans splash, and a little 5-inch effect splash on top. And so it's got this really, really cool sound to it. And again, you can do this with different splashes. I guess you can do it with crashes and effects, but you can get creative. And to be honest, since then I've got one of these semi-permanently, because I'm not going to take it off, on one of these with a splash on it. And I use that on a lot of stuff. And again, it's a very useful way to add another sound to your palette. Right, next up we have the Tama QC8 cymbal maze. So basically this grips on top of the stand nicely, quick tear down, quick setup. Not much more I can say about this other than it's secure, and yes, I use it, so that having loads of wing nuts everywhere. I still use wing nuts, don't get me wrong, for certain things. Especially stacks. Certain stacks I use the wing nut because I know it fits down to a certain tension. But this, if you want it on a crash or ride, and you just need to then it's in and out nicely, no problems. Look at that, splat. So last, it's not least. What am I talking about? But we have here this little thing right here. This particular one is called a ZCYE. Now there's different versions. There's ones that you can fit a bigger cymbal on. This is actually advertised as a cymbal rod, but you can put a cowbell on it, and it's meant to go hand in hand with the MC8. So it's the MC8 clamp, which has just come out from Tama, which we don't have in stock, but you'll see pictured because Ryan's good at that stuff. So yeah, this can go on the side of your snare. This can go on the side of your floor tom, or even a tom, if you so choose. And then with the MC8 clip, basically this clips onto here and then it clips onto the side of the hoop securely. It fits securely, doesn't move, and this little arm, as simple as it looks, does a job, and I just have it sitting there to the side, and it's just literally bang, you know. Last but not least, drummer's essential. Something that I believe every drummer should have in their bag. Something that I often forget in my bag. There's two types of clutches that Tama have in particular that we sell here. There's the standard hi-hat clutch, which is the CL08. Good solid hi-hat clutch. I've got one, works. And you've got the QHC7, which is a quick set hi-hat clutch, which is a more advanced clutch from Tama, and it basically uses the technology from the QC8 and makes it easy for rapid installation and tear down. So. In conclusion, there are many accessories that Tama have. They are one of the companies that I really like when it comes to the ingenuity and the time that they spent making stuff, you know, like the kind of thought process they put into making these little accessories. These are all fairly simple bits and pieces, but ones that especially the gigging drummer or the regularly gigging drummer would find extremely useful for their setup, and you know, and it would save time, save effort, save you bringing stands, etc., etc. And I hope this has shed some light on that, and maybe caused you to think a bit differently about your setup, especially if you're finding taking a load of stands, you know, across from one gig to another, a bit of a burden. I myself have found it a lot easier when I've stripped things down. It looks like on my kits that I have a lot more than I have, but that's all due to the fact that I've got all these clamps and funny, ingenious little bits and pieces that Tama have to offer, and I'm pretty sure that you guys can benefit from that too. So, if you like what you've seen, please do not hesitate to like, subscribe. Like, subscribe! Let us know that you appreciate what we're trying to do here. Trying to bring some new things to the table. And yeah, let us know what you think. Do you like little gadgets, bits and pieces that help you, you know, kind of save space or save time? Or are you someone who's staunchly a big setup person and who doesn't care for such things, such trinkets? Please do let us know. You know, we don't take it personally, we just find it funny. So yeah, without further ado, see you later.